Hi, my name is Jillian Aballe, and I serve as the Advocacy Manager and Head of New York Office for the Anglican Communion Office at the United Nations, also known as the ACOUN. For the next few minutes, I have the opportunity to talk to you about the work of the ACOUN and how it embodies an Anglican approach to mission and connects to the 5 marks of mission, particularly the 3rd, 4th, and 5th marks. It's very possible that you didn't know that we had an Anglican Communion Office to the United Nations, or that the Anglican Communion is engaged with the UN in this way. In fact, the Anglican Consultative Council has had representation at the United Nations for over 35 years. We have an office in New York with staff based here at UN headquarters, and we also have staff based in London who travel frequently to the UN in Geneva. The team also works to connect with the UN in country as well as at the regional level. Across the world, Anglicans are undertaking remarkable and transformative work, responding to human need, transforming injustice, challenging violence, pursuing peace, and safeguarding creation. Our office provides a vital link between grassroots and frontline Anglican work in parishes, dioceses, provinces, and agencies, and the global advocacy and policy structures within the UN system and beyond. There are several ways in which we provide this link between the Communion and the United Nations. First, through formal staff representation, we represent the experiences and expertise of Anglican communities on areas of particular relevance and urgency for the Communion. We do this through submitting formal statements to the United Nations on behalf of the Anglican Consultative Council, planning events to raise awareness on issues of concern, and attending meetings to monitor and provide information to Anglican partners. Many of these activities are done in collaboration with other faith-based organizations or civil society partners. We also build partnerships with UN agencies to ensure that Anglican perspectives and expertise on our world's most critical issues are heard by the key decision makers within governments and other institutions. We also create platforms for Anglican communities and agencies to be engaged directly at the United Nations. By attending a conference on gender justice or climate change, for example, Anglicans get the opportunity to express their concerns and viewpoints directly to decision makers, even representatives of their government or region. And by facilitating partnerships between UN entities and church structures, there can be a mutual exchange of expertise and information. Through these partnerships and exchanges, we hope that power, capacity, and resources can be directed to support the Church and its missional activity. For the 4th mark of mission, challenge violence of every kind, in 2020, we submitted a report to the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights on the rising incidence of domestic and gender-based violence during the COVID-19 pandemic. The report was written in collaboration with the Mothers Union and provided concrete examples of how Anglicans are both witnessing and responding to violence in their communities, expressing the importance of faith communities as crucial partners in ending gender-based violence and stigma. As it relates to the 5th mark of mission on pursuing peace and reconciliation, the office has connected UN staff with church leaders in South Sudan and Mozambique to discuss the peace and security crises in both countries and identify opportunities for collaboration. We are also assisting a new partnership with the UN to provide support for frontline Anglican mediators in conflict-affected contexts. I hope you can begin to see how the work of the Anglican Communion Office at the United Nations aligns the mission of the Anglican Communion with the goals and vision of the UN. We hope you'll engage with us. Find us on Twitter and on the web at anglicancommunion.org/ACOUN. You may be wondering what this looks like in practice, so here are a few examples. Let's look at the 3rd mark of mission, to transform unjust structures of society. Recently, on the occasion of a high-level meeting of heads of governments at the UN, our office released a statement on the global church's multidimensional response to the coronavirus pandemic. In the statement, we also highlighted the threats to socioeconomic stability and social cohesion that are left in the wake of COVID-19, as well as the urgency of government and global action and the importance of faith in reimagining our world.